everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of Marketing Your Niche. Today we are taking a moment to pause, breathe, and reflect on the year that's just flown by. That's right, we are diving into a 2024 year in review, not just to look back to extract the lessons, the wins, and yes, even the struggles, so we could move forward with clarity and purpose. If you ever felt like the years are passing in a blur and you are not making progress, this episode is for you. Join me as I dive deep into my reflections from 2024 and challenge myself to share the most valuable lessons I learned this year. Let's get started. Having been a teacher, I love guiding my students to enhance their skills, explore their passions, and unleash their creativity. Little did I know, I was actually helping them to lay the groundwork for their own unique paths. That's why I launched this podcast, to assist you in doing the same. Marketing Your Niche, it's all about discovering your niche, taking action before you are ready, focusing on consistent progress, and move ahead to building a profitable online business, even if you are not sure you are doing it right. Tune in for practical advice, actionable marketing tips, and strategies to build a business that brings you more freedom, more profit, even more joy. Let's get started. So, why reflection matters? Reflection isn't just a buzzword, it's a crucial practice for growth and self-awareness. When we pause to reflect, we are not just recollecting. We are identifying patterns, acknowledging achievements, and most importantly, learning from the setbacks. Think of it as a personal audit if you like. If you are running a business or pursuing a passion project, you wouldn't go a whole year without checking in your goals, right? Your life deserves that same kind of care and attention. For me, 2024 was a roller coaster of a year. There were wins that made me want to dance around the kitchen table and challenges that made me think about my purpose. But through it all, there was growth, and that's what we are here to talk about today. So grab a notebook or open the Notes app on your phone because you will want to write down some takeaways today. Lesson number 1: the power of perseverance and resilience. This year I faced setbacks that forced me to reevaluate my priorities. Have you ever had one of those moments when you are just ready to throw in the towel? There was me in the early months of 2024. But here is what I learned. Resilience isn't about powering through everything. It's about adjusting your sails when the winds change. It's about asking for help when you need it and leaning on your community. If you are struggling, let this be your reminder. You don't have to go it alone. Another challenge I faced was dealing with unexpected events that were outside of my control. I learned that sometimes, no matter how hard we plan and prepare, things don't always go as we expect. Instead of getting bogged down in frustration and disappointment, I learned to focus on what I could control and take action to move forward. Lesson number 2: prioritizing mental health. Taking care of my mental health became non-negotiable this year. I realized that self-care isn't just bubble baths and yoga, though I'm all for those. It's also about setting boundaries, saying no, and making time to recharge. Productivity is important, yes, but it means nothing if you are burnt out. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to make a list of 1 or 2 small but impactful changes you can make to prioritize your well-being in 2025. I realize that taking care of my mind and body is essential to achieving my goals and living a happy, fulfilling life. It's easy to get caught up in the pressure to constantly be productive and achieve more, but I learned that taking breaks and practicing self care is crucial to avoiding burnout. As I look back on the past year, I reminded of the importance of being adaptable and open to change. I learned that it's okay to pivot and adjust my approach when something isn't working, and that sometimes taking a step back and reassessing our goals and priorities can lead to new opportunities and growth. One of the most significant lessons I learned this year came from a conversation I had with a friend who was going through a tough time. They shared with me their struggles and fears, and I was struck by their bravery and vulnerability. In that moment, I realized that we are all in this together, and that by sharing our struggles and supporting one another, we can create a sense of community and connection that is essential to our well being. Lesson number 3: Embracing imperfection. Let's talk about perfectionism. That sneaky little voice that tells you everything needs to be flawless before you share it with the world. This year I learned to let that go. Nobody is perfect, and waiting for perfection often means missing opportunities. Instead of striving for perfection, I focus on progress and to celebrate my achievements, no matter how small they may seem. And you know what? That shift opened so many doors. If you've been holding back, let 2025 be the year you take messy, imperfect action. As I reflect on the lessons I learned in 2024, I'm reminded of the importance of being kind to myself and embracing my imperfections. I learned that it's okay not to have all the answers, and that sometimes the best thing we can do is simply show up and be present in that moment. I'm grateful for challenges I face because they taught me valuable lessons that I will carry with me for years to come. Lesson number 4: Adapting to the unexpected and let go of control. If there is one thing 2024 taught me, is that life loves to throw curveballs. From unexpected events to plans falling through, I learned to let go of what I couldn't control and focus on what I could. Adaptability became my superpower. Here is the tip: when things don't go as planned, ask yourself, what's the next best step I can take right now? It's a game changer. And here is a tough one: letting go of control. I've always been a planner, but this year I learned that sometimes the best things happen when you loosen your grip and trust the process. When I let go of trying to micromanage every detail, I found myself open to opportunities I've never considered. One pivotal moment that stands out in my mind was when I realized that I was holding on to anxiety and fear because I was afraid of letting go of control. I learned that by letting go of the need to control every aspect of my life, I could open myself to new experiences and opportunities that I never would have encountered otherwise. It was a scary realization, yes, but it's been incredibly liberating to let go and trust in the universe. Lesson number 5: Building a community of support. One of the most meaningful moments this year was a heart to heart with a friend who was navigating a tough time. Their vulnerability reminded me of the power of connection. Whether it's friends, family, or professional network, surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you is invaluable. Take a moment to think about the people in your life who make you feel supported and let them know you appreciate them. Lesson number 6: Taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone. I also learned that it's okay to take risks and step outside of my comfort zone. I realized that growth and progress often require us to challenge ourselves and push beyond our limits, even if it's uncomfortable or scary. By taking risk and embracing uncertainty, I learned that I'm capable of more than I ever thought possible. Growth happens of the age of your comfort zone. Did you know that? This year, I challenged myself to take risks, to say yes to opportunities that scared me, and no to things that didn't align with my goals. Was it easy? Not at all. Was it worth it? Absolutely. As you reflect on your own year, ask yourself, what's one risk I took that paid off, and what is one that I will take in 2025? As we wrap up 2024, I want to challenge you to take some time to reflect. Grab a journal or find a quiet moment to think about your year. What were your wins? What lessons did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? What challenges did you face and how did you overcome them? Share your stories and insights in the comments below and how you will use those lessons to make 2025 even better. Share your reflections in the comments and send me your message. I would love to hear from you. And if you are looking for more tips and inspiration, make sure you are subscribed to Marketing Your Niche. Let's make 2025 the year we step into full potential together. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself, and for being part of this amazing community. Until next time, take care and keep moving forward. Remember, reflection isn't about dwelling on the past, it's about learning and growing. So let's take the lessons from 2024, celebrate our progress, and step boldly into 2025. I'm rooting for you. Let's do this.